Inflation and deflation are economic terms that describe the changes in the general price levels of goods and services in an economy over time. They represent opposite trends and have distinct impacts on consumers, businesses, and the overall economy. Here's a breakdown of the differences between inflation and deflation. Definition. Inflation. Inflation is the sustained increase in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. It means that, on average, prices are rising, and the purchasing power of a currency is decreasing. Deflation. Deflation is the sustained decrease in the general price level of goods and services. It implies a situation where, on average, prices are falling, and the purchasing power of a currency is increasing. Causes. Inflation. Demand pull inflation occurs when the demand for goods and services exceeds their supply, leading to increased prices. Cost push inflation results from an increase in the cost of production, such as rising wages or increased costs of raw materials. Built-in inflation occurs when businesses and workers expect prices to rise and factor this expectation into their pricing and wage-setting decisions. Deflation. Demand-deficient deflation occurs when there is a lack of demand for goods and services, leading to reduced production and falling prices. Productivity deflation results from increased efficiency and productivity, leading to lower production costs and prices. Debt deflation occurs when a highly indebted economy experiences falling prices, making it more difficult to service existing debt. Impact on purchasing power. Inflation decreases the purchasing power of money, meaning that the same amount of money can buy fewer goods and services over time. Deflation increases the purchasing power of money, allowing individuals to buy more goods and services with the same amount of money. Impact on borrowing and lending. Inflation benefits borrowers as they can repay loans with money that has reduced purchasing power. Lenders may experience a decrease in the real value of their returns. Deflation benefits lenders as the money they receive back has increased purchasing power. Borrowers may find it more challenging to repay loans. Impact on investment. Inflation can encourage spending and investment as individuals and businesses seek to avoid the erosion of the value of money by putting it to use. Deflation can discourage spending and investment as individuals may postpone purchases in anticipation of lower prices in the future. Central bank response. Inflation. Central banks may use monetary policy tools, such as raising interest rates, to curb inflation and stabilize prices. Deflation. Central banks may implement expansionary monetary policies, such as lowering interest rates and engaging in quantitative easing, to stimulate economic activity and prevent deflation. Consumer behavior. Inflation may lead consumers to make purchases sooner rather than later to avoid higher prices in the future. Deflation may lead to delayed purchases as consumers anticipate lower prices in the future. Economic impact. Inflation. Moderate inflation is often considered normal in a growing economy. Hyperinflation, however, can have severe economic consequences, eroding savings and disrupting economic activities. Deflation. While moderate deflation may not be inherently harmful, prolonged and severe deflation can lead to reduced consumer spending, increased unemployment, and economic stagnation. Both inflation and deflation are natural components of economic cycles, and central banks strive to maintain price stability by targeting moderate inflation. The goal is typically to avoid both excessive inflation, which erodes purchasing power, and deflation, which can lead to economic contraction and other challenges.